Hi you guys, today we're going to go deep into the Bogner Uberschall from Synergy, and I'm going to show you a few of the things I have, also adjustments with the Eureka Presonus Parametric EQ and Compressor. And not much from the VHT, there's not a lot to that. Well, not really, but I'll go through some of these features, and also it's going through a hot plate. I don't know, it's doing a lot of work right now because it's at really low volume. It is in the middle of the afternoon. It's about 4 o'clock, and I decided to do this video because I really want to show you a lot of the things this thing can do. The Bogner Uberschall. I'm on the green channel. I did try to switch it to the red, and I'll show you in a bit, but it sounded, I don't know, I wasn't thrilled. I know I'm doing something wrong because I was able to get what I think is a really cool sound going, and I'm going to be doing a lot of chugging, a lot of palm muting. It's going to be a lot of repetitions, and I'll be going back and forth with the functions, some of the features, not a lot of it because I've already got them set up pretty well, and also some of the parametric EQ functions here. I will show you a bit, and also, like I said, the compression with the attack and release. But this is going to go like quite a bit, you know, so if you have the time, you know, sit down, you know, when you have some time and listen to this thing. And I would really suggest that you put some earphones, headphones, because that's the ultimate way to really appreciate this thing. Okay, so I gotta put the camera back and I gotta pick up my guitar. I'm running a Carbon DC90 with EMG pickups, 81s, and I think they're 85s. I forget what they're called. Yeah, 81s and 85, and going through a Mesa Boogie rectifier with vintage 30 speakers. And so okay, so let me put the camera up there. This is going on up here. Fall through. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that fits. Things I gotta do for you guys. Okay, I think that'll work. This is my entire apartment, you guys. This is it. This is and okay, I have it on bypass. I'm using a tuner from Peterson Tuners. I love this thing. I think you guys are gonna really like this. If you just bear with me for a minute. Okay, so once again, you're going to hear a lot of repetition, and that's because this is the way I try to find out, you know, the chuggings that I'm looking for, or the frequencies, the tone that I'm looking for in the chugs, okay? And also a lot of the leads, because they both have to sort of match, okay? You can get some kind of a chugging in one setting, but the lead, you may not like it. Well, I'm trying to find a balance, and I think I kind of found it. we guitarists are never happy, right? I'm also going to turn it up a tad bit than the normal volume I usually turn it up at. The reason you're hearing me adjust all this stuff because I don't want to edit the video, so please be patient. Is that loud enough? Okay, let's just leave it at that right here. Yeah, so the best way, put some headphones on, because the phone, I believe it compresses it a little bit and you won't get to hear like the full balance of the frequencies, which is the bass, the mid, trebles, and in between. So yeah, I guess I should shut up and play. The other thing is that a lot of what I'm playing, some of them are from music that I have on my own recordings, and others I'm just fiddling around. So the other thing I was looking for in the adjustments is that looking to avoid the muddiness, such as this. Well, this is, I don't think it's muddy. It also has to do a lot with your playing skills, but like you have to distinguish that, otherwise it sounds real muddy in the adjustments. bridge, on the neck pickup. So I'm going to go from the bridge to the neck. The fuck was I playing? Oh. Okay, so one of the features that this thing has, and I've seen many videos of people doing, reviews on this module, this Bogner Uberschall module by Synergy, and it has this this thing called SAG, S-A-G, and if you tweak with it enough, you'll figure out what it does, which is what I believe I found out what it does. Okay. Now I've seen people just leave it alone because they can't figure it out, and they're just going back and forth, like real quick. But you have to stand in front of your rig and pay attention with your ears and listen to it. And what I did is I stood, well, right in front of the amp, and you turn it all the way to the left and play for a while. In fact, I will show you, if you listen carefully, you'll be able to distinguish what it does. I have mine set on, mine is set up on the 11 o'clock position. After this intro and stuff, I will also zoom in to show you how I have my setup, so you can see exactly, you know, my setup. I don't have the luxury of, you know, videotaping, you know, double angles and then taking hours to edit it. This is why the video is a little long, and I thank you a lot, you know, that you're, you know, hit a like, you know, on that, a like and subscribe. You know, you don't have to subscribe, you know, but at least a like, man. But, you know, thank you for it. Anyways, so mine is set on 11 o'clock, and what it does, it is sort of a, in my ears, it sounds like sort of like a compressor. But at the same time, if you turn it all the way to the right, which is the maximum sag, it kind of takes away a lot of that rawness. Even though I have a digital delay going on, and the Hush Super C and the Parametric and Compressor separate units. Well, what the sag did is it showed me that if you swing it all the way to the left, you get more of a raw signal. If you turn it all the way to the right, you get more of a compressed signal, and I didn't like that. You know, I kind of like all the raw, but at the same time, I don't know, there was something that was not right. So then you have to then tweak it, like in the center, you know, in a 3 o'clock position, then turn it. And you have to be real careful when you turn the knobs, because they're sensitive, you know. And so I found mine at 11 o'clock. I found the right setting at 11 o'clock for me. So what I'm going to do right now is turn it all the way to the left, so you can hear just the raw sag, and then I'm going to turn it all the way to the right so you can hear the difference, and then I'm going to turn it back to my setting, which is number 11. Again, headphones, you guys, and turn it up. See, that sounds pretty cool. At least I think so. There's sort of a rawness that's a little, I don't know, a little too roughy. I don't know, you know. I'm gonna, anyways, let me go now to the full-on sag. This is like completely to the right now. I'm gonna play the same thing. So you can immediately tell. I don't like that at all, man. I can't even get into it. Maybe if I remove the delay and just play raw without effects, maybe for thrash, I don't know. Well, let's see. Let me bypass. Now the delay is bypassed. Actually, that sounds pretty cool, but the volume is too loud. Yeah, I don't want to get kicked out. So let me turn that just a tad bit. So this is completely sag, bypassing the effects. There's like a, you hear that? There's like a, more, what's it called, microphonics? The other thing is that my VHT power amp is not biased. I changed the power tubes and I didn't have the money. It's like, it's a shitload of money, man, to bias that. So maybe it's that, I don't know. So now I'm going to turn it all the way to the left. So 0 sag. It's like I'm used to playing lead with effects. It just feels really odd to play lead without effects for me. Maybe I should start practicing playing lead without effects. So there you go. For you people who like thrash raw sound, maybe you like this. Well, I just found, just right now on this video, 28 minutes, I'm watching the clock. I just found another setting for the future reference to enjoy this setup without effects. Now, the only thing I don't like about, or what I've been realizing, is that the Synergy module, the only MIDI control you have, the only option is to change, is to go from channel A to channel B. This is on channel A, the green, okay, which is supposed to be like the clean. So much for clean, yeah. Anyways, I like this a lot. And the bypass, and that's it. So it might be too much. I don't know, maybe one day they can make a digital sagging or something, you know, so you can control it with pedals. Or I might have to buy another another module. Okay, and therefore you can go from one to the other, you know, one setting to the other. Otherwise, you got to do it manually. So just think, if you're doing live, you know, you got to go quickly, you know. You know, so yeah, that's the one thing I don't like. And also, yeah, so that's the one thing I don't like. And also, maybe if they had a digital switching for the EQ activation, and I forget what the other one's called. It's called pre-EQ. It's called the pre-EQ. You've got 3 different settings on pre-EQ. So maybe if Synergy is watching, maybe come up with a, you know, a foot control where you can switch all 3, you know, because the last thing you want to do is be playing, you know, live, and you've got, you know, you're playing like what I just played, and then all of a sudden you go into the delay or a whole different song with a whole different setup, you know, and you got to do it all manual, you know. That would suck, actually. So so again, that's why I'm saying, you know, maybe I need to buy another module. But they're $500, these modules, and unfortunately I don't have management or anything like that. You know, or a $500,000 tour bus, you know, with a bunch of roadies and you know, a few girls here and there. I am taking applications though. No. Yeah, so again, where was I? I hate to leave this setup because, well, I'll remember because it's recorded, okay? And I'll go back now to the, I don't know what that microphonic thing was though. You hear that? It goes like a thun. You hear that? I don't know what it is. It might be the pickups. I have no idea. If you're out there listening, please let me know in the comments. Yeah, so now I'm going to go back to the setting that I had, and that is at the 11 o'clock position, and go back to the effects. See, a lot of the music I write is, I call it progressive doom progressive, apocalyptic, progressive doom metal. And maybe even add the Christian in there because they're all based on doom prophecy, you know. So all that chugging stuff. So what I'm going to do now, real quickly, is just show you the settings. Because I know that, well, let me just show you quickly the settings. And so you can see what I'm doing here. And again, hopefully I don't hit the turn off button on this damn thing. Again, thank you guys for and again, I would appreciate if you guys hit the like button. And so I can, you know, continue this channel growing. And let me see if I can hold the camera steady. The only reason I'm using the hot plate is because I'm in the apartment, okay? And it's supposed to compress the power of the tubes into a smaller volume. Okay, so that's the... Okay, so here we go. Let's see, where do we go first? Well, let me go first with the power amp because, yeah, so the VHT, I have it on, the voicing, I have it pressed in, and I would have played the guitar, but again, it's really difficult to do all this with one hand, and I'd have to have two cameras to focus on just the gear, and then another camera on me playing, I guess. So maybe not. And then the presence is, well, it's like a treble, but it's more than that. It's and then the depth is more like a bass, like a low end. And I might turn it up a bit because I think when I was recording it, I heard some. I would have liked to have heard a little more oomph. So what I'm going to do is turn it up a bit, and again, these things are very sensitive. So all I'm going to do is turn it up to maybe I don't know, right there. See what happens. And channel 2 is not running because it's in mono. Okay, and as far as the Class A and Class B, you get more of a crunch with the Class A, which is where it's on now. If you put it on B, it reduces it, and you can tell the difference. You know, you really can. So I have it on A, and like I said, the voicing is pressed. It's on pressed pressed in, and the volume is right there, but again, it's going through a hot plate. So now let's see, the delay, unfortunately I need to find these damn buttons in order to adjust the parameters on this thing, because you can adjust the delay and all kinds of other features, but I lost them. So I found one, but some guy is in I think he's in Australia. Man, he wants like $60 fucking, you know, for the damn thing. Mostly of it is shipping. And I just need the one in the middle. I have, no, he has the whole thing. So I may end up buying the damn thing. Unless I can find a new TC Electronic G major. And let me go on to here to the Parametric EQ, where I'm telling you there's a lot going on in this thing. And I have the attack and the release. The attack it's basically attacking the notes quickly, fast, and and then the release, I have it on fast, so it extends the notes. Now I was watching a bunch of videos, and some of these guys, man, I tell you, man, some people say one thing, others say another, and I said, fuck, man, it's like, well, which one's right? Your mile may vary, you know, play with it. So this is what I like right now. The threshold is at 12 noon position. I haven't fiddled with the other ones yet. The gain, well, I did turn it up a bit compared to before. And this is where the magic really happens, you guys. Right here on the Parametric EQ. I should have played you when it was active and then when it was not. Maybe, no, it's already going on 40 minutes, the video. Okay, you guys, my dog wants to hear this other feature set up, and this is what he wants. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I decided that I am going to play a few minutes, and I did turn the def up, and also I turned the sag, instead of all the way to the left, I think I like it now all the way to the right, because, wait till you hear what I'm talking about, okay? So the only three changes I made was, like I said, I did turn up a little bit of the depth, get more bottom, and I bypassed the effects, and I turned the sag, instead of the opposite direction to the left, it's to the right. So there, I'm gonna just play a few minutes. Move, Max. Max, move. And if I can get through here, fuck, then you'll see. I'm just gonna play a few minutes because I hear some banging on the wall. Maybe the neighbor's downstairs. Okay, just so you can hear, just for a few minutes. Thank you for sticking around. Okay. That is the reason why the feedback, I wasn't getting it with the other direction, not as much, and I can hear a slighter smoothness to the raw sound. The other one I think was maybe a little too harsh, but now I hear it more smoother. Okay, this is without the effects. Okay,